welcome into my craft space. Today I'm working on a project that is in part of the Hope and Joy 2022 collaboration that has been started by RachandBella Crafts. It's supposed to be posted on Instagram and we're going to post there too, but I wanted to make a video showing you guys how I make the project and give you a little bit of the commentary that goes along with it, telling you why I've chosen the things I've chosen and how it brings hope and joy for me. So first of all, just to discuss some of the supplies I'll be using, I am using the Snowdrop and Blossoms kit by RachandBella Crafts that Rachel just released not long ago, and I absolutely love it. I also have some envelopes and some die cuts and then some ink. So not a lot really going on as far as supplies in this project, excuse me. But we're gonna have fun and make a project that hopefully brings joy and hope to Instagram. That is the whole point of the collaboration. So you can see I have these two envelopes and they are just regular, I don't know the A size, I'm not even gonna guess, but they are just a standard greeting card envelope. And I have two of them. And then I took a Movers and Shapers die that I have by Tim Holtz that says hope. So how cool is that? And I punched it through the whole thing, and we're still gonna make this a pocket. So a couple of things you can do to still use this piece as a pocket. Now it's cut all the way through, so you can see it's going all the way through. You can leave it open if you'd like, but what I plan to do is either put a solid color back there. So I don't want anything I put in here to catch on it, or I actually really quite like how that looks. Or we can put some of these beautiful crocus in here that is from the paper collection. And I quite like this as well. So we could utilize this paper right there. Whoops. And maybe even color in some of our letters. So I think I might do this route. I don't know. We'll see. So I've already cut down some of my papers just for ease of the video. And normally when I see envelopes hooked together, you know, people will do them like this way, or they'll use these as flaps or whatever. But we're going to be a little bit different today. I'm going to use my clear gel tacky glue and we're going to glue these together. And I'm going to glue the flaps together. And like I said, I've seen envelope folios and little envelope junk journals done a lot of different ways, and you can do whatever way works best for you. So don't be afraid to try different things when you're holding on to your envelopes. Okay, so make sure my glue is going where it's supposed to go. We're going to go ahead and glue this flip flap to here. Now you'll see they are off just a little bit as far as shape goes, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to cover that with paper. I mostly just wanted to have this cute little flip-flop here that I can use to put inside of a journal. Now this piece here is going to be longer than this piece, and more than likely this will be longer than my whatever book size. I haven't decided on a book size yet for this project this month, but we could definitely fold this over. Or we could just continue to go with it. So I haven't really decided yet. We'll see how it starts turning out and go from there. So I've got some of these beautiful papers from the collection already cut down to size. I am going to go ahead and ink them though, and I'm going to use the Seedless Preserves Distress Oxide ink and see what that looks like. I have this printed out on some off-white cardstock. Ooh, that's a little brighter than I was hoping for. So we'll tone that down with some brown ink, but now we're going to go with it because we started. Okay, and that was just a real little bit. So a little bit of that one goes a long way. I'm going to add some ground espresso over it just to kind of tone it down a little bit. I was kind of hoping for just a little pop of color, and we got a lot of color. So let's see, I'll just put this over. And we could even spray some water and kind of tone it down a little bit too. I think it's still going to be great though. And I should be using my other dauber. That's all right. Okay. So So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this. Like I said, I already cut some of the sizes here just to kind of save us some time on our video. It's no fun to just watch cutting and whatever. And then I'll show you how we're gonna deal with this side. So let's go ahead and glue this. Now, when we glue this, we need to decide what we're doing here as far as our pockets go, because our envelope is, you know, we could use it as an envelope this way, like a tuck spot this way. And sometimes I will do that. I will just cut these little tabs off and go from there, but I don't want to do that today. So I either need to make my pocket at the top or on the side. And I'm kind of thinking I might go with the side. And if we do that, then we don't have to cut the envelope at all. We just need to glue around this here. So let's do that. So I want to not glue right there. And we're just going to go ahead and glue these edges around. Now feel free to use whatever glue you like to use if you are crafting along with me here. And we'll go ahead and stick this down. Even if you don't know if you want this to be a pocket or not, it's nice to leave it as an option. And then later, if you decide you don't want it, you can just seal it right up. So I left this side with no glue, so we can have a little pocket there if we'd like. And these papers are just so beautiful. Now, the reason I chose these papers for the Hope and Joy collaboration is because the crocus really do bring me a lot of joy. And I think it brings a lot of hope for the new season as well. Usually in the area where I live, crocus are the first flowers to pop up after winter. So I love purples anyways, but it always was so fun to start seeing these beautiful purple flowers pop up all over the ground after, you know, whatever kind of winter that we had. Usually we didn't have a really bad winter, and it's funny, it seems funny to say that this year when we've had this crazy winter here in Western Washington. But yeah. Okay, so this piece of paper I cut to size to fit here. And then you're saying, but wait, you've got that awesome die cut. So what I did was I took this and I sat it below here. And then I just traced out where I want to cut. And we're going to cut a hole. So, you know, we could do this a lot of different ways. Preserve this paper if we wanted to. I'm just going to cut it out. So I'm just going to poke my little hole in here and scissor around as best I can so that we will still be able to see the hope. And I think it's so great. I remember being a little girl and getting so excited to see the beautiful purple crocus all around, and my grandma would say, yes, those are crocus. We used to go on walks together, and she would point out all kinds of fun different flowers and help me identify them. And it was just something I really remember from my childhood that was fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a little closer to this cut line that I drew. I was a little conservative. And then we will see how it's going as far as how it's going to line up there. Ooh, I think that's cool. Look at that. So we've got our little peeking out hope there, and that's fun. Okay, so I'm going to be happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and ink up around this edge because I do have some pen line that I don't particularly care for. Let's see, where is my ink dabber? That's brown. There it is. All right, so we'll go ahead and use this ground espresso ink, and we'll just ink around these edges, and we'll be hopefully none the wiser that it's actually ink pen hanging out in there. And before we got too far, I do want to go ahead and use a paintbrush and some water. Let's see here. There we go. And I think I had some, I thought I had violet, but I don't know where it is. So we're just going to go with what I've got right here. We're going to go ahead and continue with the seedless preserves. And we're going to go ahead and use our ink just like watercolor. Get a little bit of that. Ooh, look how cool that is. Now you can do this in a palette. You don't have to do this right here on your ink pad. I'm just going to use a little spot of it. So I don't really mind too much if it's right on the palette. So we're just going to kind of watercolor in here before I put that paper over it. Just want to draw out the word a little bit more. And we could do a lot of things to this wording. We could add some stamping. We could add some stenciling. We can be happy with just this little bit of some color. I think I might put some stickles on it a little bit later, kind of draw it out even more. Just want it to look a little bit, you know, not completely perfect. A little bit imperfect, just fun. Okay, and then we'll put this here. And I think what I might do is just spray a little bit over it. I do have some purple sprays that I just got. What did I do with them? There's one. This one's a mica spray stain, and it is in Hocus Pocus. So that is more, I think, the purple I'm looking for. Now, if you haven't used sprays before, I do recommend that you use a splatter box because it can get quite messy. But we're just going to go ahead and spray just a little bit right here. I'm putting this little piece of tissue under there and shake this up really good. Ooh, and it's spraying out. Look at that. Already getting ink everywhere. However, I think that is the color I'm kind of going for. Ooh, I wonder if that lid is not good. All right, here we go. Little spreads. Ooh, that's so fun. I love it. Okay, I might even do some more of this. So we're going to keep this one out. Get our wet wipe here because I'm making a mess. Can't help myself. All right. Yeah, I love that color. Hocus Pocus is a good color. I haven't played with Villainous Potion yet. I really need to get that color. Okay, we're just going to blot. And that kind of changed our purple quite a bit. I love it. Okay. We'll go ahead and put our little overlay here. Now we're hiding most of that spritz and spray, so we can always come back in and add some more color in the end here if we want to. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue. And we do need to figure out an opening here. I think I'm going to let it be open at the top. Now what's going to happen is this piece here is going to glue down here because it's an envelope. So we are going to lose a little bit of that. Oh, and I needed to put in my little, this piece that I wanted to peek out of here. So this just shows just a little bit of the florals peeking out of there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of some glue. It's hard to know where to glue on this because the letters, but we could put some glue like on our hand or on a little piece of paper and just kind of rub it in behind here like this. We don't want these to stick together. We just kind of want them to be sticking just to this piece here. Hopefully you guys can see that I'm trying to stay in camera. Okay, there we go. Just press this down. Okay, I think that's gonna work. And then we'll go ahead and put our little guy over here. I love this spray. I'm almost bummed we're gonna hide it, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue around this, and then we'll put some glue up here all around. Now we don't necessarily have to put glue here, but yeah, I think I might actually avoid it. We'll see. We'll see if we can get away with not putting glue there, because then it would make a full pocket rather than just a piece of one. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this little overlay on, just like this. And this is another piece of that beautiful kit from RachandBella Crafts. And I think I will wind up adding some more spray, like splatter, because this still is a little brighter than what I was hoping for. We might just take some of this ink and just kind of darken it just a little bit so it's not quite so in your face. There we go. Love it. Try to get it right in position there. And I didn't glue that, so that means it's gonna stick out. I think I am gonna have to go ahead and glue it down. And so either with your scissors or with your trimmer, you can take a slice right out of the top or out of the side to open this back up. And I think I'm just gonna slice right along the top there. Whoops. Some things falling into view here. Sorry about that. I hope everybody has had a great start to the new year. We got to go on vacation for the New Year's Eve, and that was fun. We just got back Sunday, so that was great. Today is Tuesday, so still trying to get used to being back at home and whatever. We haven't actually traveled anywhere in like 2 years, so it was fun and it was time. It was nice to see some friends. Okay, so now we have this pocket up here, and we have this whole opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue right along here, and then we should have a full-size pocket. So it's all open like this. And we will just go ahead and put some glue down that whole line right there. Oop, come on. All right. And anytime you're gluing along the crease, you just want to make sure you don't get any glue that stands in there, because you don't want it to glue to the wrong things. So a little overspray of glue there. I think this is going to be really pretty once I put some stickles on there. I'm a sparkly kind of girl though, so I think it will be great. All right, so we got this side all done. We could go ahead, when we glued this together, we could have made it like a pocket, but I didn't. There's still opportunity to do that. We could put something down here and make it a pocket that way. We'll keep decorating, see how we wind up. I've got some other pieces of paper for this side. Now this side probably will be glued into my book so that it just flips out like this and this. So I don't know if I'm going to decorate the back side of this one, but you can definitely do it any way that you see fit. Let's see. This one is just kind of a more subdued page, and I cut the little piece that I wanted out of it. And this one is cut at the top for a pocket, right? Do we cut at the top? No, it's cut at the side here. So we've got our little side pocket, and we could do the same thing here with this one, but I'm not going to because I'm going to glue a little corner pocket. I'll go ahead and ink this up just a little bit before we glue it on. Working with envelopes is so fun. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that one doesn't, this side doesn't affect the other side at all as far as the pocket goes, so that is nice. I'll just go ahead and glue this down. We've had some super cold weather here. We are trying to stay warm. I hope everybody else is staying warm and dry and safe. Had great holidays. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and glue that. And then I really love this one. Look how beautiful. This is one of the corner pockets from the kit, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna go ahead and ink the edges with some brown. And I probably will put some stickles on this butterfly just to make it pop just that much more. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this down, and we're just going to glue along the two edges. I sometimes will keep my thumb on the edge that I don't want to glue, just so I remind myself not to go all the way around. Oh, come on, glue. Even a brand new bottle of glue still gets camera shy. Never fails. All right, it's probably more glue than we need because it's gonna seep out just a little bit. Put this down. And it does have this beautiful lace trim, but I may still add just a little bit more of some actual lace just to give it a little dimension. We'll see here. Okay. Wipe off our seamed up glue. And then this is another page from the kit. It's actually kind of a collage-like page, and I absolutely love it. It has this beautiful crocus on there. And I'm going to go ahead and just tear off on the top here. Now when I get my kits, I print them out on all kinds of different paper. I've printed on transparency sheets and labels and stickers and business card pages and make your own tickets and all those things. So that I get a good variety of different elements to work with here. All right, I'll go ahead and tear this right here. And I'm loving how this is turning out. Absolutely love this piece. So beautiful. I'll just go ahead and put some ink along the edge. And you could use any kind of ink, any color that you want here. You could even use some blue or some purple to make it pop a little bit. Okay, and so this could be made into a beautiful pocket as well. You could make it a side pocket or a top pocket. I'm just going to glue it down because I'm going to use it to put some words on. And I'm happy that I've got this pocket here, so I don't need too many pockets. I think it's really easy to get carried away with pockets. And then when you start putting your book together, you realize you have to fill all of those pockets, which is great because this kit especially does come with some really beautiful tags. But at the same time, it gets a little frustrating trying to fill some of those pockets sometimes. So just keep an eye out on that. All right. Tore that page just a little too much, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so down we go. And like I said, remember when we put these tabs together, they didn't perfectly line up in shape, and now it looks just fine. Absolutely love it. Okay, so here's what we have so far. We've got this side to deal with, and we can do lots of different things with this, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this side. We could make it a top pocket like this. We could leave it like it is. We could make it a little pocket at the bottom. I don't know that I really want to cover the crocus so much because I love them. Absolutely love them. We'll see. Okay, and then somewhere in my stash of stuff. So this looks really cool when it's printed on transparency film as well. So I might just attach a piece of this transparency over this page that we have going on here so you can kind of see the images. I love that you can see the crocus right there. So that's kind of fun. And we could attach that there. Now you attach this much like you attach vellum. So unfortunately the glue that you use is going to be able to be seen. So some of the easiest ways to deal with this is to glue it and then put like a trim or something over it to hide the glue. So keep that in mind. You can also use like vellum tape. You can attach it with brads and that kind of thing. But keep in mind how you're going to attach it because it does need a little extra attention. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do this. I love transparencies. And if you have a trimmer, we're going to go ahead and use the trimmer. I'm definitely much better with a trimmer than without one. And it does cut very easily. I just want it to be a little more straight than what I'm able to do with scissors. So here we go, just like that. And let's figure it out here. Maybe like there. Now, if you are a measuring crafter, that's fine too. Go ahead and take the time to measure the square and the size that you need. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do what I normally do, just kind of eyeball it a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead and take this little piece off at the end here. And it's okay if it winds up being a little bit smaller than your project. I don't really want it bigger. So smaller is okay, but not bigger. And I think right now we're just a little bit bigger. And now we're just a little bit smaller, and that's okay. So I think I am gonna make this into a little pocket down there. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this up here. I think I'm gonna use some hot glue. And then we need to start decorating. Now's the fun part. And we could decorate with some of this. I love this purple, but it's very short, so that doesn't really work. I've got some other papers here that are fun. Now this was just a leftover strip, and that would work right there at the bottom. I think we will go with it. So these are little leftover tear-offs from making these rotary cards. I have a video on getting more out of your digital kits by printing them on all kinds of things. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Super fun. We're going to trim this edge because it has a little bit of a white frame. Now this bucket is just a little bit smaller, and that's okay because I want to put a piece of trim. There we go. Uh-oh, the doggy is on the move. Sorry if you wind up hearing her. Look how fun that is. So you can see the crocus here in the transparency, here on the paper, and then here in the front. And I think that is just awesome. And then we have these little joy die cuts, and we could put that here. So then we have hope and joy. And actually we could do it one of two ways. We could do it here with this book page print, or we could do it here with a pop of glitter. And I think I might go for the glitter. Just because that's the kind of girl I am. So this was just a Tim Holtz die cut that I cut out of glittery paper. Look how beautiful that's going to be right there. I love it. Okay, so let's get gluing. We're going to glue right here at the top of this transparency. Hopefully it doesn't melt it because the Ryobi gets pretty hot. So we're just going to run a little bit of glue here at the top if it's warm enough. Come on. It was starting to liquefy, and it's not quite warm enough yet. All right, we'll give it a couple seconds. And while it's doing that, we'll go ahead and ink this up. Now this one we're just going to glue as a pocket. I think it's going to be great. Have a little place to stick some tags. Yes, how fun is that? I love it. We'll go ahead and push this a little more into view. And then I also have some really beautiful purple rickrack that we could add here. So this one is kind of a violet purple. We'll get that out and get it ready. And I also have this green kind of vine leafy trim that I got from Shein. And I think it's really pretty too, so we'll see which ones we wind up using here. There we go. So this might be pretty just to add a little something to the bottom. Yeah, I think I like that a lot actually. Go ahead and cut that so it's ready to glue down. first things first, we got to get this transparency to glue. Let's see if we are ready. We are. So I'm just trying to do the thinnest layer of glue up here. Just enough to make the transparency stick, but not melt it all the way through. I think the glue already dried. I don't know how some of these crafters get their glue to stay liquid for so long. Mine never seems to. I must have like the quick dry glue sticks or something. I don't know. All right, there we go. I think we got it that time. Press that down ever so carefully. Don't burn ourselves. And, whoops. Stick a little bit down here too, just so it has another place that it is sticking. Ooh, got a lot in that one. Here we go. Okay, press this down. Make sure you don't stick your fingers in this glue. There we go, it's not hot now. Perfect. All right, then we can glue this piece once this is dry. That is the beauty of this transparency. If the glue went over onto the transparency, it didn't melt it, it just peels right off. So just use your nail and peel it up a little bit. Perfect, and it's being held in there, and I love the look of that. Look how fun. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this down. And it's a pocket, so we want to glue just around. And I'll kind of hide that little bit of an ink blob I've got over there, which is great. And doesn't totally hide our crocus, which I think is wonderful. Want to be able to see them. Absolutely one of my favorites. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this little piece of rickrack down here. So go ahead and put a little blob there just to get this attached. I need to break out my little silicone brush. There it is. Lets me deal with this glue just a little bit better. Okay. A little bit of some glue. Did it stick? Nope, it dried. Ah, see? I don't know what I've got to do. I guess I just need to be super fast. Way more fast. I guess it's because maybe I put a really thin bead of glue, but I don't want it seeping everywhere. I do want it to hold though, so I've got to find a good medium. All right, there we go. Peel off our little glue extras. Okay, so now we've got a cute little pocket here with our transparency in the background. I'm going to go ahead and put a little piece of lace up here because as you can see, like I said, when you glue, like with vellum or transparency, you do get to see the glue back there and it's just not very pretty. So we'll go ahead and put a little piece of this lace here, which I think will be a nice finishing touch. We'll catch our glue strings. Yeah, I think that would be really nice up there. And we could have made a really pretty ruffle up there. That would have been nice. It's a good spot for one. But I do just kind of like it just flat like that as well. So we'll just go ahead and leave that how it is. And that is so cute. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find my page of tags, get them cut out. All right, so I found my tags. I have some shipping tags that you can get just at any office store. And I'm going to go ahead, they're not a perfect fit, but I'm going to go ahead and glue them to this piece that is actually a tag from the kit that I cut out. And you can see I'm just going to go ahead and match it up kind of as good as I can. And then I will just trim around the excess here. And then we'll go ahead and do that for the back. Now you can leave the back plain if you want to, just have it for journaling. Or you can put another tag over it. So we're just going to go ahead and cut around the edges here and make it what we need it to be. On the ephemera sheet that comes with this digital kit, there are also some cute little postage stamps that I have brought over here and some fun tickets. I like to use my decorative scissors to pull those out and make cute little clusters. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got this all trimmed out here, and we can go ahead and add some ink if I can find the right dauber. It's amazing how quickly things get messy and lost on the desk. All right, just go ahead and ink around here. And we're gonna put this right on our crocus page because I think it will be great to have yet another way that these crocus are being called out on this page. And we can go ahead and put an eyelet if we want to. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it. We could glue some ribbon. We could do any number of things. I am going to go ahead and leave that top piece just as it is. And RachandBella Crafts released this awesome page of hope and joy phrase tab label things, and I printed it out on some sticker paper. So it didn't perfectly line up, but it did line up for some of them. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one. I do have to trim out just a little bit. As you can see, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim over here, but the best part about it is that it's on sticker paper, so I can just stick it right where I think it needs to go. And it'll just stick right down. How awesome is that? So we can even tear the edge since we lost a little bit of that torn edge. And add some ink. And I think it will be really great for the bottom of this tag. Okay, now these are those awesome little stamps that are there, and I like to use my little stamp designed decorative stickers here. Maybe we'll go ahead and use this one because it's a purpley crocus one. And it just really gives it that stamp edge, which is fun. Love it. Trim the top and around the bottom too. Looks just like a cute little stamp. We'll put some glue and dab it with a little bit of ink and stick it down. Okay, so stick that one here, and then maybe we'll pull it over just a little bit more, and then put this one here. And I think that's absolutely cute. So easy and fun. It talks about hope. I really do think when the flowers start blooming, it does give you hope for what spring is going to bring. So we'll just go ahead and stick this little one right in there. And then I was thinking on this part here, we'll just go ahead and make a little pocket out of this piece I have left over. And maybe we'll stick another tag in there too. So let's see, we got to make sure this one's small enough so that it can close and still be a functioning piece. Perfect. Give it a little bit of ink. These papers are so pretty. I absolutely love them. There's a little bit of everything. There's some flowers. There's some birds even. Beautiful crocus. Music in the background. And the one collage page has just a little bit of everything. I think I printed that out on everything. Like on business card paper, I printed out on transparency paper. That was how I got this awesome transparency sheet. Okay, so that will be a little pocket for us, and we can put whatever we want in there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this joy down so I don't forget, because I think it looks absolutely wonderful right here, right next to these beautiful crocus. And I love the beautiful pop of this glitter paper. No mess. This is no mess glitter. And the paper was glitter. So I didn't have to like sprinkle microfine glitter or anything anywhere. It is just ready to stick on there. And it'll put a little joy right there on our pocket. And I think that is absolutely wonderful. And maybe on that tag that we did here on the back, since we have hope on the front, we can use this little other die cut that I have that was made out of book page and put just a little piece of joy right there. And maybe you can write the things that bring you joy or whatever you are hoping to bring joy into the new year. I know it always brings me joy when the flowers start to bloom and the crocus come up, because it just brings a lot of hope, really. I guess Rachel has the good idea with hope and joy going together. It really does go together. Okay, let's put a little bit of some color back here since we don't have any yet. And then we'll see how we're doing on our little book. We need a little tag to go in there. Just put some of this color here and blend it with this ground espresso. It's not quite as bright, which I think is perfect for what we're doing. Little pop of color, a little pop of joy, a little hope there. Perfect. And I think this tag is too big, but I've got another one, don't worry. Or we've got a fun little ticket I could put in there. So these tickets were from the print your own tickets at home. I think it might just fit right in there. It will. Look at that. That's awesome. It's not quite the right color, so we could tea dye it just a little bit, or we can tone it down with a little bit of inking here. Get rid of some of those white edges. Maybe that will help. And again, you can treat this just like a tag. It is a ticket, so it has the numbers on it already. And then I printed the digital paper. That is what I absolutely love about digital kits. You can print them on anything that you want to print them on. And so the back can just be some extra writing space. Looks like a cute little piece of ephemera. We could put some stamps on here, decorate it up some more if we want to, or we can just be happy with the beauty that it's bringing right there. Okay. And then that will fold in. And this piece is going to glue down, so I just need something to go right in there. And I've got some more of these beautiful tickets. So I printed out a regular, one of the whole full pages images from the kit. Ooh, I love this with these flowers down here. And I just put in this ticket paper instead of regular printing paper, and I got this wonderful effect. And I think it's fun. It adds a different element to your books and your projects, and really gives a different way to add some journaling. Super fun. Okay, so we'll put this guy right in there. How cute is that? And then here, and we have a pocket up here. So the kit comes with these really cute little pieces here. I absolutely love these. So we could tear some of these out and put them in that pocket. And I think that would be a really nice something extra to journal on. And now you can print on the back of them too if that's what you want to do. So you have a printed image back there. I did not. Mine is just kind of a creamy color cardstock. So I'm just bending this here, and I'm going to go ahead and tear down that line. So these are supposed to have kind of a torn look anyways. And then I'm doing not so great of a job tearing. There we go. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and tear around. Now you can bend it first if you want, or you can just tear it. I seem to do a little better job when I just tear it rather than bending it. And we're gonna lose, you know, maybe a little bit of the torn look on the edge, but we're creating a new one, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna go ahead and ink it. And we'll use these kind of as our journaling cards to stick in that little pocket. I think that will be fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying this collaboration. So many fun crafters on paper crafters and junk journalers on Instagram. I didn't even know there was so many, so I've learned some really fun new ones, and I plan to follow all of them and see what kind of projects they are bringing forth. I bet they are all going to be awesome. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and ink this up, and we want it to be a little jaggedy edged like this. We can put some ink on the back. And then this will slide right into the pockets. And we do have some other pockets, but these can go in the one pocket, or we can put them in another pocket. These would be really fun to make some little flip-flops with too. So if you make waterfalls or something, I might do that as the month progresses and I work more with this kit. I can't wait to have some other fun with this. Figure out what I'm actually going to put this thing in. Okay, so these can just slip right up here. And we'll just go ahead and put both of them in there. I think that's really cute. And I think actually I may add some lace up there so it kind of matches the other side. Let's do that. I think that will be pretty too. And the scissors, there they are. I'm gonna let this kind of hang off just a little bit and stay away from this seam here. And then I have some cute little butterfly charms we could put in there. So press this in here gently so we don't burn. And here we go. All right, so there's that, and then let's see. Oops. We've got some cute. Oh, there we go. Don't mind the craft-a-lanch going on back here. I'll go ahead and use the black one. I need to find some gold bulb pins. I haven't really looked too hard, but when I was looking, I could only find black and silver. So, and then I have these cute little butterfly charms that I haven't even opened yet. They are from Shein. I bet BB Crafts probably has the bulb pins in gold. I really could use to get some. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and use one of these cute little butterfly charms. I'll put it right on our bulb pin and clip it right to this lace. And then just as a last little touch, we can add some stickles to our little hope down there. Oops, I'm trying not to poke myself. What's going on here? Lace is pretty thick. There we we go. Oops. So you could do this with a safety pin too. But I think a ball pen is really cute. It would be even more cute if it would just clip. There we go. Okay, so it just adds a little texture up there at the top. Let's add some glitter to our hope down here. This is just some stickles in the colored diamond. And I think it does just add some beautiful shimmer. And then we just have this cute little pocket folio. You can use it to hold ephemera, or you can just use it as a little flip out in your books. I want to smash that glitter now. And we did this side as well, so we just get two sides there because this side will glue into our book. And you could also tuck it into a book and then have it be like a flap like that too. So super fun, lots of things you can do. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll definitely be checking out the rest of the collaboration. And thanks so much for watching.